Thank you, Johnny. Hi, folks, and welcome.
This is Jeopardy!
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
This is Jeopardy! Introducing today's contestant. Player one. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Hey, Johnny Gilbert. How is everyone today? You look eager to get underway, so let's get right into it. The first round of play today has these categories for you. Back in the 1990s, mythology, Meet the Robinsons, Brit Speak, Cooking Class, and Manimal. Player one, you start. When the UK's 99-year lease on this crown colony ended, China retook control on July 1st, 1997. Here's the correct response. Hong Kong. Player one, you pick again, please. On August 10th, 1993, she was sworn in as the 107th Supreme Court Justice. It's player one. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plus control. Right you are. Choose again, player one.
Yeah!
It's the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. You need to select your wager. And the clue. Partying like it was February of 1999, Hugo Chavez became president of this country. Good. Please pick again, player one. On January 1st, 1993, two new European nations were formed from the split of this suddenly ex-country. The correct response is Czechoslovakia. We return to you, player one. On October 26, 1994, a peace treaty was signed between Israel and this country led by King Hussein I. Here's what we wanted. Jordan. You get to pick again, player one. In a Rudyard Kipling story, one of these animals saves a family from a deadly cobra. Yes, player one. Yes. You again, player one. A rhesus or a macaque? Here's the response we were looking for. A monkey. Player one, back to you. Of the three animals on Ontario, Canada's coat of arms, the one that fits the category. Player one? Woo! Right. Player one, back to you for our next selection. The scarlet species of this tropical flyer is known for its brilliant plumage and strong voice. Let's hear it, player one. Good for you. Player one, pick again. We're sure you'll just love Ondatra zebethicus, this rodent. We're talking about the muskrat. Player one, back to you for our next selection. Fancy a cuppa, love? Cuppa is a cup of this. Player one? Yep. Please pick again, player one. This brand name has become a noun and a verb for vacuum. Yes, player one. Sorry, that's wrong. Here's what we were looking for. Hoover. You get to pick again, player one. While Americans put gas in their cars, the British put in this six-letter equivalent. Let's hear it, player one. You are correct. Player one, you pick again, please. This term for an electrical outlet sounds like a presentations program from Microsoft. It's player one. Good. We return to you, player one. As they have a tendency to burst open in the frying pan, sausages are popularly called these. Okay, player one. Hey, you're right. You again, player one. Some say his 12 labors were penance for killing his wife Megara and their children. Here's the response we were looking for. Hercules. Select again. Jupiter is the Roman equivalent of this Greek god. Player one? Yes. Player one, pick again. She was given a box and told not to open it. She did, releasing the world's evil, but shut it before hope could escape. Okay, player one. That's right. Way to go. Player one, back to you. Here's Kelly. She'll show you.
According to Greek myth, this monster depicted here 8 people who could not answer its riddle.
Let's hear it, player one. Yes. Choose again, player one. This Greek sea god could cause springs to flow and create storms with a flourish of his trident. It's player one. That is correct. Player one, pick again. If you boil these before making them into hash browns, they'll stick together better and cook faster, too. Yes, player one. You got it. Player one, back to you for our next selection. To make bunny salad, use a chilled pear half for the bunny's body and a ball of cottage cheese for this appendage. Okay, player one.
Yeah!
Correct. Player one, you pick again, please. Joy of Cooking suggests using these Thanksgiving berries in any recipes calling for red currants. Let's hear it, player one. That's correct. Player one, back to you. The Chicken of the Sea website suggests making enchiladas with the albacore type of this. Here's what we were looking for. Tuna. Please pick again, player one. For the silver dollar type of these breakfast treats, drop the batter onto the griddle 1 tablespoon at a time. Player one? Right. You get to pick again, player one. In 1947, he shattered baseball's color line. It's player one. That's correct. You again, player one. Like a famous mister of song, it was the nickname of tap dancer Bill Robinson. The correct response is Bojangles. Select again. This Motown legend co-wrote My Girl and Tears of a Clown. Here's what we wanted. Smokey Robinson. Choose again, player 1. In 1951, he defeated Jake LaMotta to become middleweight boxing champ. Here's the correct response. Sugar Ray Robinson. Let's have a look at the $1,000 clue. Emmanuel Goldenberg was the real name of the Robinson who used this first name on the stage. We're talking about Edward. The Double Jeopardy round will begin right after this. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. When they were in high school, statues, emperors, suffixes, science, and biosphere. All right, if you're ready, it's Double Jeopardy time. We love this suffix that means lover of, as in audio or Anglo. Yes, player 1. No, that's not right. Here's the correct response. File. We return to you, player 1. It's the weakest of the 4 basic forces, but it's strong enough to keep the moon orbiting the Earth. Let's hear it, player 1. That is correct. You again, player 1. Samuel Eliot Morison won a Pulitzer for Admiral of the Ocean Sea, about this man who died in 1506. Here's what we wanted. Christopher Columbus. Player 1, back to you. Silly rabbit, this suffix isn't for kids. It was used for female equivalents, like for women aviators. Yes, player 1.
Yeah!
Good. Select again. Here's Kelly.
A cubic inch of material contains 1,000,000 billion billion of these, each with protons and neutrons in its nucleus.
Okay, player 1. That's it. Please pick again, player 1. As he is the subject of 1918 and 1939 Pulitzer Prize winners, perhaps the books should be read with bifocals. The correct response is Benjamin Franklin. Player 1, pick again. This suffix, as with ACR or SYN, is from the Greek for name. It's player 1. Correct. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. Changes in the tropospheric layer of this are what give us weather. Player 1? Correct. Choose again, player 1. Mockingbird is a portrait of this Southern writer. Let's hear it, player 1. Right. Player 1, you pick again, please. The suffix -ose, O-S-E, is used to form the names of these, as in glucose and sucrose. Okay, player 1. Right. You get to pick again, player 1. To test deep water structures, wave tanks generate waves, wind, and this water flow, from the Latin for running. Player 1?
Yeah.
Good for you. We return to you, player 1. Queen of Fashion is subtitled, What She Wore to the Revolution. Here's what we were looking for. Marie Antoinette. Select again. A 3-letter suffix that forms the present participle of a verb, or before direct, an online banking group. Yes, player 1. No, that's not right. Here's the response we were looking for. Ing. Please pick again, player one. The name of this eighth element is from a Greek word meaning sharp. Here's the correct response. Oxygen. You again, player one.
Yeah!
Answer. The first of the daily doubles. And you're in the lead now. How much are you going to wager, player one? And the daily double clue. In a bit of table turning, Poison Pen is an unauthorized bio of this woman who wrote a bio of Nancy Reagan. Sorry. We're talking about Kitty Kelly. Player one, back to you. He ran track at Skyline High in Oakland. Good practice for the role of Forrest Gump. It's player one. Correct. You get to pick again, player one. The sower atop Nebraska's state capitol in this city is tossing seeds to the Great Plains 400 feet below. Here's the correct response. Lincoln. Choose again, player one. Opposition led by Santa Anna limited the reign of this country's Agustin I to 10 months. Player one?
Yeah!
Yes. Player one, you pick again, please. As a teen in British Columbia, she said her goal was to be a California beach bum. She got her wish on Baywatch. Here's what we were looking for. Pamela Anderson. We return to you, player one. Blue Earth, Minnesota has a definitely giant 55-foot statue of this pea pusher. Here's the response we were looking for. The Jolly Green Giant. Player one, back to you for our next selection. Alfonso VI, who died in Toledo in 1109, called himself Emperor of two religions, Christianity and this. It's player one.
Oh!
Nope. Here's what we wanted. Islam. Player one, pick again. To make extra money, she sometimes cleaned out the tour bus for her mom Naomi and sister Winona. Here's the correct response. Ashley Judd. Select again. Sam Houston stands 67 feet tall along Interstate 45 in this state. Okay, player one.
Yeah!
Ah, good. You again, player one.
Woo!
Answer. The second daily double. You are in the lead right now. So, what's your wager? Okay, here is the clue. Last name of Louis, brother and father of French emperors. Sorry, that's wrong. We're talking about Bonaparte. Choose again, player one. As a high school basketball star in Irvington, New Jersey, this royal rapper led her team to 2 state championships. Here's the correct response. Queen Latifah. Player one, pick again. Let's go to the Clue Crew for this next clue.
A statue of this discoverer of Florida stands near the street named for him in St. Augustine.
The correct response is Ponce de Leon. We return to you, player one. He was crowned emperor on Christmas Day 800. Here's what we were looking for. Charlemagne. Player one, you pick again, please. He played quarterback for the Terrell High School Tigers before he won an Oscar for playing Ray Charles. Here's the correct response. Jamie Foxx. You get to pick again, player one. In 2003, a statue of this man was pulled down just a year after it had gone up to mark his 65th birthday. Here's the response we were looking for. Saddam Hussein. And the last clue for $2,000. Here's Kelly to start us off.
The cartouche seen here denotes this emperor, the ruler of Heliopolis.
Here's what we wanted. Ramses. Congratulations to you. You'll be continuing on to Final Jeopardy when we come back. Everything depends on Final Jeopardy, of course, so let's take a look at the category, shall we? African cities. Please enter your wager. Sorry, you can only wager up to your current score. Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. All right, players, this is what it comes down to. Here is the Final Jeopardy clue. Africa's most populous city not on a navigable body of water. Its settlers didn't need water when they had gold. Did you come up with the correct response? And this
Yeah!
correct response will add how much to your score? Congratulations, player one. You're the winner. We'll see you all next time.